Hey everybody, I'm Bambi.
And I am Val.
And this is Grading Meat,
where we grade stuff on a meat scale ranging from A, which is Kobe beef or Wagyu, all the way down to E, which is barely processed, barely consumable people food. And welcome to season 3. Absolutely. So normally, Vampy takes me on a wonderful adventure, mostly scary, on YouTube. So this season, I decided to take the wheel, and I'm going to take her down a rabbit hole that she's never gone down before. And if you guys can see the moon behind me, if you know, you know. If you don't, then you'll know by the time this is over. So, Vampy, you have never heard of Local 58 at all, have you?
Nope.
No. Okay. You didn't do any research or anything like that on it at all before today, right?
Nope.
Okay. So
I forgot what you were even showing me, but honestly.
Well, all right. So let me ask you this. What are your expectations here? Because you already know it's horror.
I don't know. I'm just getting really excited when I watch little new horror videos and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just excited.
So for those of you that don't know, Local 58 is alternate universe horror type thing. It started about 3 years ago. They only have a handful of videos, and I think the longest one may be 8 minutes. But each video connects with everything else in one way or another, and it is an absolutely fascinating universe that this guy has created, and we'll get into who he is and all that stuff later.
Why do I feel like this is going to remind me of the Welcome to Night Vale?
It's possible, but I think this may take you down a different road. So you want to jump right into it? You want to go ahead and start?
Okay.
I'm excited.
Wow. It's been a while since I've seen you this giddy.
I've been waiting since the beginning of Grady Meat itself to show this to you. So
I've been this giddy since Maximum Overdrive.
Oh, well, then you know it's going to be good. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we will be back in about 3 seconds with the entirety of Local 58. Okay, so here it is. Right?
Sorry for anyone that doesn't know. He's just like, and here's the YouTube channel.
So like I said, it only has a handful of videos. You know what I mean? So you've got 5. You've got 8 videos, and most of them came out 3 years ago. One came out 2 years ago, and then Skywatching came out last year. Now,
so
remember,
I see, one is called is that You Are on the Fastest Route?
Yes.
So I've not seen it.
Mm-hmm.
The only reason I recognize it is it was on one of those like Watch Mojo top 10 scariest.
Right. So you're aware of it then.
It was an honorable mention, so they didn't really say anything about it. They just showed that road and just what the name was.
Gotcha.
So I didn't know it was part of this YouTube channel. But I haven't seen it, so I have no idea what it is. But.
Gotcha. Well, at least you're aware then. You've been made aware of it in some way, shape, or form. Now, yes. I have personal favorites on here, and I'll tell you what those are as we go through them. Okay. But if you're ready, I'm ready, and we'll go ahead and start with the first one.
Okay, I'm ready. Right. I'm ready.
Let's do it. Okay, so 3 minutes 38 seconds. Here we go.
Yeah, I'm ready. And remember when every single like weather channel had this type of music on it?
Yeah. Well, see the cool thing that I like is that
proceed to the highlighted route. Continue on Holbrook Park Drive.
Station identification and things like that.
Turn right onto North 38th Street. You will arrive at your destination in 2 hours and 28 minutes. Turn right onto North 38th Street.
Stop watching me.
I'm not watching you. I'm watching this.
In a quarter mile, turn left onto Merritt Parkway.
I don't know
you are
where
on
Merritt
the fastest
Parkway
available
is.
route.
I got a jump scare, by the way.
I'm not gonna tell you.
Turn left onto Merritt Parkway,
There, I didn't warn
then
you.
take the on-ramp to Highway 114 North.
Paul, you making noise over there is not helping.
Traffic ahead, rerouting. In 10 miles, take exit 17, then turn right onto Quarry Utility Road South. You are on the fastest route.
3:22 in the morning,
Yeah, I
the
saw that.
21st of November. What's he doing out that late to begin with?
This one's only supposed
In
to take 2 hours.
2.8 miles,
It's definitely
keep
more than
right to
2
stay
hours.
on Service Causeway H516. You will arrive at your destination in 14 minutes.
I want to be able to hear you a little bit too.
I'm not that important.
You're important enough so that way I know what you're saying.
Oh, the original thing
Rerouting.
said it'll take you
Make
2
a
hours,
U-turn.
and it's been more than 2 hours on me.
Right, now
Head
it's
east for 1/4
5:30.
of a mile, then
He's out in the
follow
middle of
signs for do
nowhere.
not enter.
This reminds me, I got a story to tell you after this.
Okay.
Has to do with GPSs being creepy.
Continue on unnamed road. Then, in 300 feet, turn off your headlights.
No, that will not happen.
If people are wondering why I'm adjusting this, it's just because it's really loud and I don't want to
See, and I don't
blow out my
understand why he did that.
eardrums.
Turn off your headlights. Absolutely not.
Rerouting. Make a U-turn. Your destination is behind you. Rerouting. In 500 feet, your destination will be on in 300 feet. Your destination in 250 feet. Rerouting. Your destination will be in 50 feet. You will arrive at your destination.
Ugh.
You have arrived.
The final destination.
Kidding. So what'd you think of that?
Okay, just making sure I didn't miss anything. Go ahead and
Nope.
pause. Royalty-free stock footage. Nice, nice, very good.
So what'd you
very
think?
good. I was expecting a jump scare at the end because I'm just knowing something like that's going to happen eventually, whether it's in this video or another one, because I really scared the crap out of you last time with those.
That's very true. That's very true. So far, how you feeling about everything?
Creepy. I like creepy.
Okay.
And there's nothing creepier than GPSs giving you directions because we kind of follow them blindly. So the story that I was thinking of was Enigma and I when we got our first GPS.
Hmm.
And we were coming back from North Carolina, I believe. And we were using it for the first time. And we're talking, this was like 2009. So really older GPS. It wasn't on your phone or anything. It was just that normal voice. And it told him we were on a highway, and it told him to turn right and get off the highway. So he did. And all of a sudden we're like on this creepy mountain road and in bumfuck, probably Tennessee at this point. No offense,
wow.
Val.
I'm not offended. I know what's in the back.
It is
roads.
10 o'clock at night. We got the headlights on. I'm like looking out the passenger window, and there's just all these like creepy houses that have like the whole junkyards and everything. I'm like, we're gonna die. We're gonna die. This is The Hills Have Eyes or Wrong Turn, and we're gonna get eaten by like cannibalistic family.
Oh my god.
Is what's gonna fucking happen. And he was just following these directions blindly.
Just
and
doing
like,
what it tells
like,
him to do.
also like on a mountain road. So I'm like, and we're gonna die. We're gonna die.
Well,
We're gonna Thelma and Louise this. I'm not really sure what's happening. And then finally gets back on the highway. There was no fucking reason for us. There was no traffic.
No.
So we don't know why the GPS did that.
See, and that goes back into what we just saw, where the GPS is telling him what to do, telling him where to go,
Mhm.
and then it tells him to turn his damn lights off, and he does it. And now it kind of makes sense to me as to why he would do that. Well, GPS said to do it, so I'll go ahead and do it. And then look what happened.
Yeah, we definitely we should. That would have been a horror movie. We should have died.
Right. Okay, so the next one is Contingency, and
Okay.
this one is one of my favorites.
Okay.
I'm not going to tell you much more about that, but the thing I want you to notice is that with each individual video, the station identification cards are different, so you can kind of discern that different decades is where these things are taking place at. You know what I mean? Or they were made during that time. So
Are they all supposed to kind of coexist within each other a little bit?
yes, they all work in the same world, in the
Okay.
same universe that was created by Chris Straub, and they all connect in one way or another. You know
Okay.
what I mean? All right, so let's go ahead and start with Contingency. This
Okay.
one's really awesome. All right, there we go. End of broadcast day. You remember those?
Yeah.
Yeah, they
They would
play the
sometimes
national
say-
anthem.
I was gonna say they would end with the national anthem.
Mhm. There you go.
Yeah, they just put on infomercials.
Right?
Super Ninja. No Armstrong. Okay.
So yeah, here comes that image for American dignity, the preservation for American dignity, to be used only in the event of United States complete surrender to insurmountable enemy forces. Public broadcast only upon whatever. Please comply with the following instructions. God bless America. Check this out. Anybody that's watching this, you guys can read that. It's moving slow enough, so.
Put links in the description as well.
Oh yeah. Every man, woman, and child.
Lyndon B. Johnson. Okay.
Right? There's more. You take America with you. This
Let me
is
guess.
so,
Calling everybody to commit suicide.
yeah, watch.
How you know you watch too much shit right here.
Well, I mean, it goes way more into it, too. Law enforcement has been ordered to comply. The victory position. The 51st state of something. Technical difficulties. We apologize for the interruption. Seeing in the background, it said hoax. Isn't that fascinating?
Whenever I call something correctly, you're just like, how does she know?
Isn't that fascinating? Isn't that so cool? I dig that.
You know what? I probably would have liked it better if they didn't do the hoax thing, but I get why they did it.
There's a
because-
reason for that, though. So it'll go in further. Right? So
Can't be speak too soon. Uh-oh.
so with contingency, I'm sorry. How do you feel about things so far?
Good. Creepy. I like creepy.
Yeah, yes, definitely odd. Let me go ahead and say right now, if anybody has not subscribed to this channel, please do so. Dude puts stuff out very infrequently, but you need to be able to see it when it comes out because it's absolutely bizarre. So moving on.
I mean, it's really reminding me when we did the videos for season 2 with like the Max Headroom thing, which was a real thing.
Right.
And that's just creepy on its own too.
Right. Now here The next one, weather service. This one is my favorite.
Okay.
And what you see behind me directly plays with this.
Okay.
So, all right,
All right.
here we go.
Okay. You're just having so much fun. It's cute. You're so adorable. Bob.
So now we're in a more modern era. Oh. Weather warning.
This is why you were asking me the other day if yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
I'll explain after this one why he was asking me.
The County Weather Service has issued a warning for a meteorological event. This warning is effective immediately and continues until sunrise tomorrow. You can hear some kind of talking going on in the background, but it's hard to make out. Oh. Oh, wait a minute. It's like you're hearing dispatch in the background. Now, see, that's strange. It said one thing and now it says another.
Will you just let me watch?
Yes, go ahead. I'm going to talk. You ignore me.
I'm definitely ignoring you.
Can you read this? Look at the moon. It's a good thing I have my blinds closed. Back to the title card again.
Looking at the man in the mirror.
I'm slightly a little bit. Isn't that something?
You're so excited. I'm sorry. You're just so happy.
I love it.
It's reminding me of the little 2-sentence horror stories that we started doing.
I love it. All right. So thoughts so far. Now you see that what I have behind me fits in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah, you are. You are indeed very frightening.
Not me. All right. So.
Oh, sorry. What I was saying before is Val was asking me if I had any issues with emergency broadcast because I have like a stupid fear of thunderstorms and tornadoes.
That's
So
not a stupid fear. It's a very rational fear.
Well, I live in the Midwest and we've had a few tornadoes this year.
Right.
So I tend to get a little panicky, but no, they don't bother me because
Okay.
well, they're not real when they're on this. I get
Well,
panicky when it's like on my fucking phone.
Well, see that, and that's the good thing too. If you know your friend's triggers, that's why you ask them first. Hey, I want to show you something cool, but is this going to bother you? No,
it's
not
why
gonna
I
bother you.
didn't do a whole bunch of jump scares when I did the original creepy move videos because I didn't
Right.
want to.
10 was enough. 11 would have been too much. All right. So
You will
we're gonna,
never get over that zombie car.
hell no,
that-
and
that
I had
zombie
seen it
commercial.
before. That's the thing. But anyways, if you want to watch me,
We'll
act
link
a
to
fool-
that. Oh yeah, we'll link to that video
Yeah.
as
So
well.
So the next one, 19 seconds station identification. We'll go ahead and do this real quick. Very simple.
Al knows how to use YouTube.
I'm learning. My children are showing me. Speaking of kids, this next one is a neat little cartoon that I think you'll get into.
Yeah, is it anything like that Agamemnon one?
I'm not 100% sure. I think you'll like it though.
Tron.
Show for children at 4:15 in the morning. Kids should be in bed,
It's 4:15 in the morning. Know where your kids are.
right? Watching this.
Oh, it's a delightful clown. Oh, it's a delightful skeleton.
Mm-hmm. I love the old style feel of it. It really adds to it.
Oh, he wants to bone.
I guess.
Sorry.
I would have the same reaction. Look at that happy moon in the background.
Sorry, I'm thinking of One Night at Flumpty's.
That thing was
Definitely.
alive.
Definitely looks like something from One Night at Flumpty's.
Oh, the moon looks a little concerned.
Why are all these graves open, by the way? Like, no one fills them in during the day?
It's a grave mistake.
I have the body of a pig.
Look at that. So bizarre. A grave in a grave.
By the way, I'm actually kind of creeped out by this one. I'm not happy here. Oh, come on.
Look at that. The end. See you soon.
That gave me not great feels.
Right?
I don't like it.
Chris Straub, you are doing a fantastic job so far.
Very little like creeps me out, but that did.
Yeah. And well, that's something else. So how are you feeling about things at the
Yeah,
moment?
so I got a little like tingle in my back right now because that one I don't like it. It creeped me out.
Mhm.
I'm like, "Nah."
Okay, so this one here is a look back, things of that nature. Kind of a big thank you to the fans for supporting the channel at this point, but it still kind of ties in with everything a little bit.
Reminding yourself.
Reliving awesomeness. We've always been here. I'm sure. Wow.
Your destination has moved.
No, we won't.
Mainly because we're on a computer. There is no dial. To touch.
That's very true. Metaphorically.
Yes, for all you younglings out there, old timey TVs had a dial on the front.
Don't touch that dial. Sunday, Sunday, Sunday.
And had the rabbit ears, and you put in like aluminum foil on it.
Yeah. Now, see, all these
Perception.
videos had come out in the same year, right?
Mhm.
And then it took another year for Real Sleep to come out.
Oh.
Real Sleep is very bananas. So we'll go ahead and get right into that so you can watch it. You ready? Okay. So we're more in the modern era here. Video cassettes.
Does that even still exist anymore? I don't think it does.
You're not prone to epilepsy, are you?
No.
Okay.
Hey, 1983.
1983.
I was not alive yet.
Do you have your workbook?
Yeah, sorry, I left it in my other house.
Guess you're gonna have to just take guesses. That's very true. I don't know if that is or not.
God, I hope not, given how pornographic mine gets sometimes.
Focus here.
I am. You know, every face that you see in your dream is technically a face of a real person.
That's very true. Precognition is a lie. That is true. I'm going to mark that in my workbook.
Good, good. I'll copy off your answers later.
Okay. That is also true, though you can work pretty well on 6 hours. Ooh, no dreaming. No, no, no. The Kleitman map, page 9. It's funny because 7 and 9, that's the year I was born. Oh, the VCR rule. I love how you're very invested in this right now.
You're really excited about it, so I'm really trying to pay attention.
I know, it's awesome.
Plus, there's a lot to read. You didn't tell me there'd be so much reading.
Mm-hmm. Yes, there will be some reading today. Okay, let's visually calibrate. Everybody doing this at home?
Swear to God, if I see that face in my dream tonight, I'm blaming you.
Cortical memory. It's like 3D. Oh, that's a lovely face.
Handsome fella. It's a handsome fella here.
There are no faces. There are no faces.
Not there.
There are no faces.
Or there.
There are no faces. There are no faces. There are no faces. There are no faces. There are no faces.
Ooh. Ooh.
Like Prometheus from Prometheus and Bob. Anyone remember that?
Read each phrase without reading.
I got no choice. It's going too fast.
I know. I could get some of them. I'm very curious what the list of side effects would be. Amazing.
Creepy.
Okay, thoughts? We got one more video.
Yeah, I'm still like, you know, when something just feels a little off.
Right. Okay.
All right, let's do it.
All right, last one. 4 minutes and 16 seconds. I really enjoyed this one too. For all you
Okay.
astronomy fans out there, this one's perfect for you. Ready?
Do I have a choice? Just so you know, you are going to be getting some really creepy messages later, and they're all going to be from r/creepy.
Hey, there's a city council meeting recorded in 1991. I'm curious to watch that. He's adjusting the white balance on his video camera.
Yes, I noticed.
Well, for those that are younger that don't know, that's what he's doing.
Oh, that's right. We're old.
That's right. Look at that.
God, remember when video recorders looked like that? Jesus.
Yeah.
Are you eating?
No, it's a glass of water.
Oh.
Oh, what's that?
Tree and the moon?
It looks like the moon.
Oh, am I still not supposed to be looking at it? No. Too late.
What? Too late.
Instructions unclear. Look directly at it.
Oh, let's turn that brightness down a little bit there, buddy. There you go. His throne. Interesting.
Sorry, my eyes are very sensitive to bright lights. You guys were like, whoa.
That does not look like any moon that I know.
Okay, then it's a Death Star. Your point?
Look at all that stuff. Looks like spider webs.
Yummy.
Mm-hmm.
Still reminded of One Night at Flumpty's. I'm so sorry, guys, for anyone who's played that, but if you've
Crazy.
played it, it looks like it. Also, I'm
Well,
pretty sure
it
that
looks
was
like
the
he's-
X-Drive T.
Putting slides in front of the TV or in front of a screen. But that's not a slide. That's something else. Look at that. Something's going on up there. Big arrow.
City.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone else reminded of Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask?
Think so?
You know, where the moon just kind of
Oh,
falls over
look
3
at
days.
that. Then right back to it. It's amazing.
Thank you, PBS. Sorry.
Keep looking up. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back in about 3 seconds so we can have a nice conversation about Local 58. Oh, no, stop, Nexpo. We're not watching him. Okay, so please take it away and give me your thoughts.
Okay,
Mhm.
gathering my thoughts.
Okay.
Because my thought was, I feel like I'm very boring in this episode because I was just like really freaking paying attention.
Not at all. If you're quiet like that, I know that you're focused.
Well, I really
That-
wanted to focus
Yeah.
because you've been talking nonstop about this for like a month. And also, I didn't know there was gonna be that much reading.
Yeah, sorry about that. There's going to be some reading.
I can see why you like it so much.
Mhm.
It does definitely have that creep factor without the jump scares, without screams or things like that. It's got that creep factor where you just kind of feel like it's like feeling like someone's staring at your back. Something's just a little off. It's a little
Right.
wrong.
Right.
Something like that. And I definitely did get that feeling every once in a while.
Mhm.
I really like going on like the subreddit are creepy. And it's just like pictures that are creepy or artwork that's creepy. And this is what this reminds
Right.
me of, but it's just in video form.
Mhm.
I like the old timey feel. I mean, because this is the type of thing that would happen in the 90s and the 80s where
Yep.
broadcasts would end, and that was creepy enough.
Yep.
You have no idea what it's like watching TV, falling asleep, hearing the national anthem, waking up, and it's just black.
And or the color bars and the audio or the audio tone, and you're just like,
Yeah.
what in the hell's going on? Is it the end
Yeah.
of the world? No, I'm
It-
just waking up at 4 in the morning.
It's exactly how it felt like. It always felt like
Yeah.
the end of the world. So I really enjoy that creep factor.
Mhm.
I love the subtle creepiness. Don't get me wrong. I love watching you jump scare away, but I like the subtle creepiness. It's kind of what makes things like the 2-sentence horror story so much fun. And as much as I like things like Slasher and American Horror
Yeah.
Story, they are very much in your face gore, and that's where they get the creep factor from. I really appreciate when you don't need that.
Well, before you give me your rating, are there any of the videos that stuck out more than the others?
The one that creeped me out the most was the children's show one.
The
There-
cadaver cartoon?
Yeah, there's just something about it where you juxtapose that really adorable little skeleton where I just want to hug
Mhm.
him and make it okay
Mhm.
with the creepy imagery inside the graves.
Right.
Because the first few, as much as I like them, I'm sitting there going, okay, well, this is normal horror stuff. We've seen people
Right.
do things where the GPS goes weird.
Mhm.
The other one with the service announcement for people to
Oh,
kill themselves.
contingency, right?
Contingency. The only reason I knew that was going to happen is because it is a little bit of a trope in stories, not really in horror movies,
Mhm.
but in some stories. So the first one that really gave me that like something's off was that animated one.
Well, see, with contingency in particular, and I'll dive into this a little bit more.
Yeah.
That in this world was made in the event that some outside force, they didn't say what, who, or
Mhm.
how, took over the United States and we had been forced to surrender. And at the time that video was made in Local 58's history would have been a super patriotic time, but there would also been a lot of divisiveness too. So something like that makes a lot of sense, especially with them saying do the victory pose, and the 3 Fs.
It really reminds me of when my mom would tell me about being in school during the Cuban Missile Crisis,
Right.
where they
duck
were
and cover.
having to do drills and things
Yep.
like that because
Oh,
it was
yeah.
very real. That's exactly what that reminded me of.
Oh yeah. Okay, so what's your grade then? What would you give that from a completely fresh perspective?
Fresh, yeah. I've never seen these before. I'm gonna go a solid B.
Right on. Okay, that's respectable.
Because one, I would like more,
Hmm.
definitely. But I would also like more backstory,
Right.
even if it's just a little bit in the videos or a little bit more connection.
Mhm.
I think that would make it much stronger for me, especially someone coming in fresh. It's almost like, well, I just watched 6 videos and
Yeah,
they
it's a
sort of
little
they
confusing.
sort of, connect. But that's just on me. Other than that, I think it was definitely very creepy.
Mhm.
Definitely the creepy vibe. I love the feel of the old broadcast network. Definitely a lot of work went into this, like total props to them.
Right on.
Definitely a lot of work went into it. And to me, anything that I watch that can make me feel a little off
Mhm.
is amazing because I don't get creeped out. No, I don't. I just don't get creeped out often.
Right,
Um,
right.
and that's not because Vampy's a horror movie lover or things like that. No, it's just it just most of those things don't creep me out. So that's why I
Mhm.
go to things like Art Creepy, where I look at these photos or these little gifs, and I'm like,
Right.
okay, good, okay, things can still kind of creep me out.
It's that long-lasting horror effect that gets
Oh
you
yeah,
instead of the jump scares
exactly. Because
and the
these
slashers, because I mean we've all seen a billion different versions of the same thing.
well, and
So
I think some of these images will probably, it's like 9 o'clock my time. I got to go to bed in 2 hours, but
yeah.
I think a few of these are probably going to be burned in my mind for a little bit.
Well, okay, so Vampy, you give it a B. Let me
Yeah, I
go
give it a
ahead.
very, very solid B, and I really hope that there's more to come or even just a little more backstory.
Let
But
me
I
go.
definitely like these. I kind of want
Yeah.
to, especially that one with the real sleep. I kind of want to go back and just freeze frame and
Watch it
all
again
those
and
little
check the
things.
different things
Yeah.
out. Well,
I know
okay,
someone somewhere has probably done that, but I'm kind of curious as to what they say.
let me go ahead and dive into how I feel about this. So the first episode that I ever watched was Weather Warning.
Okay.
The weather thing or whatever. I think it's called Weather Warning. I could be wrong. But that was the first thing I watched, and I had not seen a Local 58 video before that. And I watched that and I was like, what in the hell is this? And then at the end, when you see the moon coming down and you hear the screams from the people in the background, I was hooked. And then I went to the channel and started checking out everything and watched all the way up to the sleep test because Skywatching hadn't come out yet. So I had to wait a whole year for Skywatching. And then when that came out, that blew me away. So like you, I like the slow creep for horror. I dig that. The stuff that kind of sticks with you
Mhm.
for a little bit afterwards, and you're just like, whoa,
Yeah.
man, that was something else. Um, I love that each video survives on its own, but is connected in one way, shape, or form to everything else. Either if it's just through the title card to make sure that you're in the same universe and
Wait a
all that
minute.
stuff, or with the moon or anything else like that. So with all that being said, I think that I would go.
Oh my God, I'm sorry. I just did a little bit of a Google thing, and I don't mean to cut you off, but the guy that
Mhm.
does this, Chris Straub, wrote one of my favorite creepypastas, Candle Cove.
Oh, fantastic. So you've been exposed to his work. That makes it
Yes.
even better.
And that makes a lot of sense now because Candle Cove's about a creepy children's show. No wonder I
Right.
get that little. Sorry, I
So
didn't mean to cut you off, but I just saw that on the description to the channel, and I was like, "Hey, son of a gun!
so
I like your work, sir."
with all that being said, now before I give my grade, if anybody watching this really wants to dive into like theory and other things about Local 58, there are a million YouTube videos out there that you can do that with, and a lot of people go into what they think it's about and all that stuff. That's not what we're here to do. We're here to just present it to you as is and give you the opportunity to think about it for a little while, come to your own conclusions, and then dive down that rabbit hole. So with all that being said, Vampy, your grade is a B. I think I'm going to go just a little bit higher and put it at a B plus. And the reason for that is like videos like Contingency and Weather Warning and Sleep Test, stuff like that, those grab me more than the others. Like You Are on the Shortest Possible Route, I could care less about that video. That video doesn't mean anything to me. But the other three,
It would if your husband almost drove off a
that's
mountain in the
very
middle of the
true.
fucking night.
That's very true. But those other three, I just keep coming back to over and over and over again. And they have significant rewatch value for me. The slow creep is there with those videos in particular. And things like that. So yeah, definitely a B plus for me.
Great. So I mean, like we're on the same page.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah. I would say if anyone knows other things that are like this, like now I'm really excited because I think now because we watched this work, I think we need to
Well,
have you read Candle Cove.
there
You
actually
haven't.
is something similar to
And
this.
two, I think we should watch the Channel Zero season that is based off Candle Cove.
There is another YouTube channel that is similar to Local 58, and it is called Gemini Home Entertainment. And I would love to show that video to you, but
All right.
there's 16 of those. So that may be something we could do for a lunch special. But
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm down. Fucking
Gemini
do it.
Home Entertainment. People that love Local 58 love Gemini Home Entertainment nearly as much or just as much as one or the other.
That sounds
So
good.
yeah, so
I'm
that's
down.
good stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So channel grade, I think it's a solid B/B plus. I mean, we're right.
We're right there. We're
Yeah,
we're in the
right
same.
there.
We're in the
Okay,
same range. I
cool.
think that's very very respectable.
Mhm.
And I think with something like this, I would have to dig in more. So
Mhm.
I don't know, maybe my fucking grade will change once I'm like once Vampy goes down the rabbit hole.
Okay, Vampy, before we get out of here, why don't you go ahead and let everybody know where they can find us on social media?
Well, as always, we are on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook at Grady Meat. And of
Mhm.
course, you can email us at gradymeat@gmail.com.
Absolutely, guys. And if you have anything that you want us to watch, listen to, or react to, by all means, go ahead and hit us up at our email address or through social media links that'll be available in the description below.
You'll basically be messaging me.
Pretty much, yeah. All right, Vampy, if there's nothing else, why don't you go ahead and take us out of here?
Well, as always, thank you for joining us for this helping. We hope to see you for the next serving. And in case you somehow forgot, I'm Vampy.
And I am Val.
And this is Grady Meats. We want you to have a good one.